You're right guys, in this video I'm going to be carrying on with my rocking chair project. If you haven't seen the videos before this one, I'll put an annotation up on screen, or you can check the description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you won't miss anything. Now I'm following the Wood Whisperer Guild's project plans and videos, so I'm going step by step along with how Mark does it. I can't recommend the videos highly enough, I've learned so much already. I'll leave a link down in the description below to an affiliate link to the Guild website if you want to check out any of the projects for yourself. So I hope you like this one. I can get both the rear legs from this one board of 2-inch thick walnut. I roughly separate them on the bandsaw. This one cut alone took about 15 minutes. Who knew it was so hard to separate a pair of legs? Once I had them apart, I could use the template to trace round them, and then it's back to the bandsaw to rough cut the shape. There was a knot in the centre of one of the legs, so I decided to stabilise it with some epoxy resin. Weighing out the correct ratio of resin to hardener using kitchen scales was pretty simple. I added some black pigment to the resin and then stirred thoroughly. Once mixed, I poured the resin into the gaps of the knot. I then ran my drill against the wood to vibrate the resin fully into the gaps and also to release any air bubbles. I needed to keep adding resin as the mix flooded the knot. I left it overnight to fully cure then. To better refine the shape, I added double-sided tape to my plywood template and then stuck it to the leg blank. The plywood will run along the bearing on my flush trim router bit. The bit wasn't quite big enough though, so I then used another bit to remove the remaining material. Now that both legs are identical, I can remove material from the inside faces to add more curves and make them more elegant. Doing this revealed the knot I filled. There's a tiny hole, but I can sort that out later. Where the legs join to the seat, I needed to add an extra block of walnut. This will bulk it out a little bit. The legs will tilt at a 6-degree angle to the seat, so I made a simple jig and that will run along my table saw fence. This will let me clamp my legs to it and then run them through at the correct 6-degree angle. The setup was a little nerve-wracking, but it went a lot easier than I expected. I just went slow and made sure to leave plenty of room away from the clamps. Once I had both legs cut at 6 degrees, I could then use my sled to cut the joinery needed to join them to the seat. It's a simple groove that needed to be cut, and it took a long time due to the size and shape of the leg. It worked out okay in the end though, so I was happy. The same way I did with the front legs, I added the round over profile needed to match the seat joint. Then it was back to the bandsaw to further refine the shape. As you can see, the joints look pretty complex, but breaking each step down makes it very simple. I need to cancel out the 6-degree angle at the bottom of the legs, so using a bevel setter I brought from classichandtools.com, I set my bevel gauge to the correct 6-degree angle and then used that to set my bandsaw table. To start off the curve to the headrest, the top of the legs receive a 9-degree cut front and back. It's very hard to show the curves and angles that makes this leg on camera. Fitting the leg to the seat shows how later on it will be all blended together. there's still a lot of sculpting to do in this project. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far though. So that's it then guys, another step down. It's coming along slowly but surely. I'm really enjoying it. I've learned so much already. Mark's videos are absolutely brilliant. I've learned so much and they're just so easy to follow. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to leave a comment, if you've got any questions, anything at all, leave a comment down below. I answer all comments. If you want to share this video with your friends as well, maybe you can show them that you don't need all the fancy tools and equipment and stuff, and you can do anything in your garden shed if you just put your mind to it. And of course, click subscribe so you'll be sure to catch the next video as soon as I upload it. Thank you all for watching again.